project came to be as a personal project of 20th Century Fox executive producer Tom Wafferman, who recruited, of course, Peter Weir to direct. And at first, Peter Weir, he didn't want to make the movie at first because he didn't think he could make it as good as it could have been, and he was afraid that this would not turn out so well. So he had plans to make this a big film franchise, but not seeing the box office results, that didn't turn out that way. So they took it to Samuel Goldwyn Company, and then with all the rights and such, this movie went through multiple different directors like John McTiernan, and Touchstone Pictures was going to be a producer. But then in 1998, we finally were able to get this movie off the ground when he took over as CEO, and Universal and Miramax stepped in and helped to pay for the movie along with the Samuel Goldwyn Company. So this is something that I think is a very huge win. And I think is actually something that is a much warranted win. So the movie was able to get off the ground, and the movie came around and it combined 3 different novels, but the movie takes place in 1805. And they had to cut a lot of things out when it comes to homosexuality and violent oppression and corporal punishment of sailors and severe hardships in order to secure a PG-13 rating. I just felt like watching it. This movie just got a recent release on 4K, and this movie has been one of the more underrated films that no one really wants to talk about. So I'm gonna put some love on the film. So my experiences when it comes to Master and Commander is very interesting because when I first saw this, I was younger, I was a kid at the time. It was one time on AMC and such, and I did find the movie to be pretty entertaining, but I wasn't so sure why I found it entertaining. Maybe it was just because it was like to see with these different people, and it just felt like a little spectacle. But having seen this movie and rewatched it again, because I do have the movie on digital and very much on digital, even with the 4K restoration for digital, which I don't physically own the movie, but I will say this is one of the best historical epic films, and I will also argue this is one of the most accurate films in terms of that time period